Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a DIY Dollar Tree snow globe wall decor. We're going to use this silver tray from the Dollar Tree, these clear plastic plates from the Dollar Tree, some mini white pom-poms, this gluing device, this cutting device, and optional is some red rust. This is a red primer spray paint from Walmart that gives it that rusty look. You can leave the tray silver if you like that look. I was just trying to go with a little bit more of a farmhouse Christmas. Here I am showing you their pom-pom options. They have these little glittery pom-poms at the Dollar Tree, but I didn't want, that was too blingy for this project. So I had actually gotten a whole bunch of pom-poms of all different sizes, Christmas themed, and I shoved them in a plastic bag together. I've had them for ages, but they were from Walmart. They do sell mini pom-poms at the Dollar Tree. I was also thinking that you could use cotton balls, but the cotton balls would probably be a little bit too big for this flat size. The one we did yesterday, or I uploaded yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw it, could have accommodated cotton ball size pom-poms. But I'm separating out all the miniature ones, and the package said that these were half-inch pom-poms, which I thought was the perfect size for this. If you guys wait till the end, you'll find out that I end up not using pom-poms at all. I'm so sorry. I have these little wooden snowflakes that I got from Target. I'll show you. So I'm spray painting the edge of this tray. I wanted to have a little bit more of a primitive, rustic look to it than the bright silver. And just make sure you turn as you go. You want to get into all the little decorative cracks and crevices.
I'm not. It's covering it with something, so I wasn't worried about it. Okay.
That's me talking to Jim. My original inspiration for this was a pizza pan with a clear tray from the Dollar Tree, which didn't end up working out. But if you guys saw, I talked about that yesterday. But then I was like, let's make a personal one. I like that they make these cute little ornaments with pictures in them, or snow globes that have the personalized pictures in them, and that's where the inspiration for this one came. So I have this wedding picture. It was sort of like a free gift from CVS, I think, one time, or no, from Walmart. You could pick a background for it, and it was just an extra picture we had laying around. It wasn't really my style anymore, so I wanted to take the picture from it. But this picture was kind of small. It was about a 5x5 cut in, like it matted in that picture. So I wanted to just cut out a circle that was an appropriate size. And I couldn't find one that was the exact perfect size. So I found this saucer that was a little bit bigger, and that snowman mug is a little bit smaller. So I thought I would split the difference, and I'll show you how I did that. So on the outside, I used the marker, and you guys don't have to use marker. I did that so it shows up on the camera for you guys. And I wanted to also show you that if it's Sharpie, and if you clean the Sharpie right away before it sets, it won't be necessarily permanent. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm just taking a wet, I'm licking it, napkin, and I put it in the dishwasher, so that's okay. But I just use that to find the circle on the outside that was bigger than I would be using, and I cut it out. And then what I'm going to do is turn it over, and I'm going to use a smaller circle for the back with the snowman mug, which was the next biggest circle that I had on hand. Jars, covers, lids, I couldn't find anything that was like the perfect circle. But you see, this mug is like a little too small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my marker straight up and down, as opposed to taking the point and going along the edge of the cup. Doing this will just give me a little bit extra room. And again, it's not perfect, and we love perfectly imperfect around here, right? So I'll just connect it, and then I'm going to just expand, like sort of split the difference. I'm going to create a circle. I'm just going to eyeball it. And because it's going on that brown background, it's not like you have to like blaring perfect circle. It's not going to be blaring for like a perfect circle. So now, like I said, I'm just sort of splitting the difference between the both sizes of the circle. And when I hold this up to light, I can see if that entire frame squareness is cut off of the picture. So That's what I'm going to end up doing. And just hold it up, and yeah, there you go. I can see now that everything in the picture is landed in that circle. So then just cut it out with your scissors. Uh-oh, I said cut. Uh-oh. I don't think you're supposed to do that. There we go. And then just trim as I need, see fit. Okay. And now this is just easy enough. I take the pan, and I'm just going to glue it. You know, there is no top and bottom to this yet. There is no directional correctness to this plate yet. Will be once I put the picture there, but there isn't as of yet. And I just glued it the best I could in the middle. No perfection here needed, you know. So I will show you guys the best that I can. So somewhere along here in the next few minutes, I lost the videotape. But I'll show you, be able to see what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go over it again in detail. But right there, do you see that ridge right there? There's sort of like a plate comes down on the side. I'll show you in a second. I felt it was necessary to cut the actual edge of the plate off so that I can cut, because the piece that we're cutting off is almost coming on the downsides of the plate as opposed to the part that's, you know, sticking out. And here's where I'm going to lose you. Sorry about that, guys.
Did you ever have one of those mornings? Yeah, I just made this whole thing and it's not on there. I'll walk you through it. Oh boy. Okay. Hi. So here's what you missed. I spray painted this tray. You guys will see that. I cut out this picture. You may or may not see that. You can cut it as big as the opening. This picture was just in a frame. It had like a framed area. I don't even see it anymore, but I put the, oh, here. So this picture was just small, so I wanted to cut it out. I made rope, which I thought I videotaped the whole rope making process again, but I will link the rope making process in the description box and in the iCards. I cut this plate down. I really am sorry about this, guys. This is the pack of plates, clear plates from the party section at the Dollar Tree. First, I cut this edge off just so I could cut closer to here. And then I cut where that groove is. Can you see that groove in the light, or is it really hard? There you go. So I cut where this groove is so that it was just this part that goes down. I glued it in place. It fits, that cut from there fits perfectly inside this plate. And I glued it down. I didn't care about how I glued this one because I knew I was gonna cover it with rope to give it more farmhousey feel. They do sell rope at Walmart. Not only do they have their weighted, what they call craft twine in the craft section, but you can also find rope in the hardware section in big bundles too. These snowflakes I hauled from the Target dollar spot. They were $3, so that upped the ante, but I could have used mini pom-poms. You could use glitter, you could use sequins, you can use the foam petals, the foam balls that are made for snow globes. All of those would be fine. I just really like the woodsy feel, and the more, I feel it's a little bit more classy with my wedding picture. I know that sounds silly because it's supposed to be rustic and farmhouse. Don't get glue on your outside. And if you do get glue on your outside, don't rub it, Jerry. You're not supposed to rub it. You're supposed to leave it, let it dry, and then peel it off. But I didn't listen to myself. I took a black, and this is optional. You could be done at this point. You could create a an ornament hanger so it looks like it's an ornament. I wanted this one to look like it was a standing snow globe. So I took a black craft mat. I bent it around to see if it was long enough and how wide I wanted it. Then I marked it and cut it out straight, cut out 2 pieces, glued both pieces together at the ends only. So I did as I measured, and I used Gorilla Glue for this, Gorilla Glue sticks for this. I measured, I glued one side, I put it on there, and I measured where I wanted the other side to be. And then I marked it and then glued it. And now I was getting ready to attach it. You with me? I hope. I hope. So I'm not really even sure if I want to or if I want to make it even smaller. Like I was wondering if it stood up on its end here. And I just glued right there. That actually might be cute too. Let me do that. I think I'm going to do that. So I told you guys in the video yesterday, or I told you guys in my lantern video, that I design on the fly. I'm inspired by certain things. Sometimes I'm inspired by other people's crafts, and I see how I can teach you guys to make it easier, or how I can make it easier or cheaper for myself. But sometimes the ideas come to me from the objects in the store, and then I just design on the fly. And sometimes I buy stuff for tutorials and you guys never see them, and that's why, because I don't think they come out good. So I'm gonna remark this. I'm gonna make this stand a little smaller. And one of the edges down here of the mat were curved, and I really did like it, so I curved the other side, but then I don't like it now, so we'll see what I do. Cut the craft mat with the scissor, and then I'll just cut the other one right along the same line, which is hard to see, especially on the camera. But it's hard to see in real life too, people. The struggle is real. See, that's very crooked. Even Miss Jeri cuts a crooked line from one time to another. Okay. Let's see if that works. And I'm using Gorilla Glue sticks, which I keep picking up my regular glue gun. And that's not gonna work. Okay. Let's hold this for, let it cool off. Because if I put pressure on it now, it will open. So how are you all doing today? Yeah, I didn't brush my hair yet or have coffee. This was a pre-coffee craft. And probably why the camera turned off. Okay, so now I'm tucking the orange slices. Yes, ma'am. Are they in your way? Okay. And what I'll do is I'll just glue this to the back so that if I change my mind and don't like it, I can peel it off without ripping up the plate. Is it giving you a hard time?
Yeah.
You got it?
It's there.
Oh, okay. There works. Now we're gonna make a hanger. Excuse me. I don't usually talk while I'm crafting over here, Mom, but I messed up, so I'm trying to explain it as I go. Oh no, you're fine. Peoples don't mind.
That's it, everybody. I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. I'm so sorry for the flub. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and share with friends and family. Anybody you know who'd be interested in making one of these. If you haven't yet, click subscribe. Join the family. When you do, a little bell will pop up. When you ring that bell, YouTube will let you know whenever I upload a new video. And as always, take care. God bless. See you next time. Bye.